Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. So it may end up being a bit of a monumental day today in SnackTube history because for the first time I think I already know that this is going to be shit before I've even tasted it. This may end up being the worst thing that I've had on this channel so far, and like I say, haven't even tasted it yet. But I'll tell you what it is. I've been to Iceland and picked up myself a ready meal. So we're having our meal for one, spaghetti and meatballs. So as you can see, that was a pound from Iceland. Now that's quite a big box. You can see, it's bigger than my head, which is, gives a couple of pieces of information without you even having to taste it. Quite a big portion is good because it means it might fill you up, but it also implies that the quality must be really poor if they can give you that much food for only a pound. And looking at it, after I've already microwaved it, I'm starting to think my suspicions may be true. So yeah, this is the meal for one spaghetti and meatballs. Cooked beef and pork meatballs in a tomato and herb sauce with cooked spaghetti pasta. So I'll show you it in a moment, but for now let's consider the the nutritional information. So ingredients, it's 41% cooked spaghetti. You'd think it would be a bit more than that because it's going to be mostly spaghetti, isn't it? But there you go. Water is the second ingredient in it, which I'm not surprised you'll see that shortly. Cooked beef and pork meatballs, 13%. 30% beef, 30% pork, and then the rest is like rusk, stuff like that. So, yes, mostly crap. Mostly filler. And then you've got whatever the supposed sauce is made out of. Hint, it's mostly water. So this per meal microwave 448 calories, which is not bad. For a lunch or a dinner, that's quite low on the calorie spectrum. And to be fair, this is quite a good sized portion. I'll give them that at the very least. It's also got no palm oil, which I'm guessing is a good thing. I see that on a lot of packaging. I'm not really sure why that's a selling point. Is palm oil bad? Is it bad for you, or are there nature concerns with palm oil or something? I'm not sure, but if you do know, let me know, because I it's interesting. I'm not really sure about it. This is 500 grams, so this is quite a lot of food. But yeah, oh there you go, it's actually on the side. It's got our promise. Iceland is committed to removing palm oil as an ingredient from all its own label food. If you're not happy with this product, we'll cheerfully replace it or refund your money, and that's a promise. So there's a contact number there. We may have to phone them later. I do like complaining. It's the primary reason I created this channel, but I'm not going to complain about a £1 ready meal. Even if it's shit, it's a pound. I mean, come on. If you're really going to call up a company and complain and say, I want my money back for a pound ready meal that, let's face it, it's going to be subpar as soon as you buy the thing. If you're calling up to complain about that and demand your pound back, then you're a walloper. You're an absolute walloper. So if you are one of those people and you're watching this, you're a walloper. So yeah, this is our meal for one spaghetti and meatballs. So we've talked about it enough, so I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tilt it up. Normally I would just tilt it up to the camera and show you, but I'm not going to do that because if I do that, it'll go everywhere. So we're going to pick up the old camera and give you the bird's eye view. So I can't really see it from here because I'm on top of the phone, but look, there's your meatballs. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meatballs, and then a shed load of biscotti, and the sauce is incredibly watery. You can hear it slopping about. So yeah, it's not great. 7 meatballs. How many meatballs does it show in the packet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can make up 8 meatballs. So they've shortchanged us on the meatballs. These bastards. I'm phoning that hotline. I'm phoning them. I'm getting my pound back, or at least the monetary value of one of the meatballs. About 2p. So yes, this is if you look at the picture, it looks very, very saucy. This isn't. It's, I mean, there's lots in there, but the sauce is just water. And the spaghetti is weird as well. It's quite thin. Normally when I buy spaghetti, and make like spaghetti and bolognese or something, the spaghetti is a lot thicker than that. And it's not in long bits either. You can see, like, if you pick it up on the fork, they're all very small. So it's all sort of cut up into sort of bite-sized chunks, which, I don't know, maybe they have to do that to get it to cook thoroughly in the microwave, maybe. I wouldn't have thought so, though, because they're long strands. But yeah, this, I'm already kind of not looking forward to this, because I don't think it's going to be particularly nice. Well, right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get a bit of the biscotti on the fork there, and we'll get ourselves a wee meatball, so we can get a mouthful of all of it. Obviously it's got the sauce, the tomato water on it. Alright, well, this is our meal for one, spaghetti and meatballs from Iceland. Time for the taste test. I'll try some of this on its own. Alright, just want to try a meatball, just a standard meatball on its own, just to see how it is. Right, okay, well, it is bland. As we were expecting, it is bland. It's watery. It's watery. The sauce has no thickness to it. It is literally just water, with a slight hint of tomato. You can see that there's a little bit of onions in there, some herbs, but it really doesn't taste of anything. It tastes like if you eat sort of dry pasta straight out after you've cooked it. It tastes like that, with a very slight hint of tomato. It's very, very bland. The meatballs, the texture's okay on the meatballs. Not a lot of flavour though. You can tell that it's really, really cheap, and it's mostly filler. The texture of them's not too bad. They just don't taste of much. Normally, if you want to make good meatballs, you put a bit of Parmesan cheese and stuff through them, and various different herbs and spices. But they're very, 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 very bland. Let's see if I can get a bit of the pasta with maybe just a bit more of the sauce on it, and see if that'll help. Nah. Yeah, that's not very good. Is it worth the £1? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If you really want something quick, maybe it's worth the £1. I think if you made your own, like meatballs, you could buy some beef or some pork mince, salt and pepper and all the herbs and stuff like that. Most people tend to just have all of that in their cabinets already anyway. So you could make a pretty decent meatball on your own if you really wanted to. Spaghetti, even just a pack of cheap spaghetti is like 25p, and it's better than that. Most cheap spaghetti is very, very starchy, but as long as you drain it properly and maybe give it a bit of a rinse, it's all right. It's better than this spaghetti, And a sauce, you can make a tomato sauce yourself. Again, it's just like tomatoes and some herbs and spices and a bit of onion, a bit of garlic. Mix it all up, and as long as you let it cook for a good amount of time. I like to do it in a slow cooker, because that makes the sauce really develop the flavours. If you do that, of course it's a bit more effort, but is the result a million times better? Yeah, 100%. At the end of the day, this is, the sauce is watery, the pasta's cooked fine, but it's not great pasta. The meatballs are tasteless, although they've got decent texture. Would I recommend it? Not really. It's adequate would be going too far. I think that would be giving it too much credit. It's only okay. It'll fill a gap. I mean, it's food. It's a decent sized portion. I will give them that. That's about the only thing I can really say positively about it, is that for £1, that's a lot of food. And it took me like 9 minutes in the microwave to cook it, which seems like a long time for me. But I suppose if you're cooking quite a big portion, I think that's probably fair. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. There are better microwavable pastas out there. Better microwavable spaghetti and meatballs out there. You just have to pay maybe a little bit more for them. So I think if you get anything from the Morrison's 2 for 6 range, their pastas are usually not too bad. I have reviewed a few of them on there. Some of them are okay, some of them are shite. It just depends which one you go for, but they do like a sausage one, which is really, really good. And I think they do like just a bolognese, which is actually quite nice as well. Or if you go to Marks and Spencer's, they do some really nice ready meals. This is crap. It's, you get what you pay for. At the end of the day, you pay £1, you get £1 meal. And if you're cheap, or if you're just really... If you're, I think if you want to have this, you've got to satisfy a few criteria. You've got to be cheap. You've got to not want to put in any effort at all. So you've got to be lazy, and you've just got to want to fill a gap and not be interested too much in any flavour. If all of those three things are what you're looking for, being cheap, being lazy, and just trying to fill the gap and not caring about the flavour, then this is the meal for you. But if you anything outside of that, please just buy something else, because yeah, it's pants. But anyway, that is my review for the meal for one spaghetti and meatballs, £1 from Iceland. If you enjoyed this video, give it the old thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel as well, it's always nice. And hit the bell if you want notifications anytime one of my videos comes out. You can head on over to my other channel, Matty McHattie, and that's where I just do a variety of different stuff. I do weeks where I'll do a diet for a whole week, see how I get on, which are always quite interesting. So stuff like that. And there's other food stuff on there. There's gaming, comedy, all kinds of crap. Also, follow me on Instagram, because Instagram is where I post all my pictures of my beautiful ready meals. And yeah, you'll know if I post a new picture that there's a new video up. So you can come and watch it. And if you don't want to do any of that, just go on the channel, have yourself a snack tube marathon and watch all the videos, because they're good. At least I think so anyway. Thanks very much for watching. This has been the Iceland spaghetti and meatballs meal for one. I will catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.